Very good morning, brothers and sisters in the Dhamma. Welcome to BGF. Now, I guess many of us must be quite anxious that the conditional MCO has been lifted and we have now started working. So probably we're feeling more stressed about second wave of the MCO coming up. So who better to listen to than a talk on stress reduction and based on mindfulness techniques by Dr. Pang Cheng Ka. Now, before we invite Dr. Pang to share, let me just give a brief outline of the proceedings of today. My name is Bobby Ng. I'm the Dhammaduta Portfolio Exco for the Buddhist Gem Fellowship. And we will be delighted to hear from you what sort of topics you'd like to hear from us over the coming weeks. Now, we intend to continue these online meetings and inviting speakers from all over the world, but it will be very useful if you can share with us some topics that you'd like to hear and some of the speakers you'd like to hear. You may post it in the Facebook chat group as you come along. And also, be prepared to sit down from 10 to 12 p.m. for the Dr. Pang's talk this morning. And you can still invite your friends. Kindly share your Facebook links with your friends and families and friends and ask them to come in and join us. I believe all of us will benefit very greatly from Dr. Pang's sharing. And also during the talk, you kindly post your questions and answers, your questions in the Facebook chat also. And we'll pick up the questions for Dr. Pang to answer after the talk, okay? So we would like to start out with a short puja. I will lead the puja. You all kindly chant silently with us, chant with us at home. And after the chanting, we'll invite Dr. Pang to come online. Okay, so let us start the puja. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Honor to him, the blessed one, the worthy one, the supremely enlightened one. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami. Now for the 5 precepts. Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adina dana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Kamesu michachara veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Musavada veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Surameraya majapamadatana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. The 5 enabling virtues. With deeds of love and compassion, I purify my action. With selfless giving, I purify my action. With moderation and contentment, I purify my action. With truthful words, I purify my speech. With clear mindfulness and calmness, I purify my thought. Sabbe satta sukhi hontu. May all beings be happy. So with this, let me give a bit short introduction for Dr. Pang before we invite him online. Dr. Pang Cheng Ka is a consultant psychiatrist and mindfulness-based therapist at the Sunway Medical Center. He's the developer of Mindful Gym, which is a Malaysian-based mindfulness stress reduction program and wellness program. To date, Dr. Pang has conducted hundreds of workshops related to mindfulness. Supported by 8 local scientific research, Mindful Gym is the leading mindfulness program in Malaysia. Besides being an avid speaker, Dr. Pang is also a prolific writer. The books authored by him includes I'm Still Human, Understanding Depression with Kindness, and Now, Who Wants to Learn Mindful Gym? 12 Mindful Tools for Stress Reduction and Wellness. Dr. Pang is also the president of the Malaysian Association for Mindfulness Practice and Research, MMPR, and the KL Buddhist Mental Health Association president. So with that, let's give a big welcome to Dr. Pang. Dr. Pang, over to you.
Thank you very much, Brother Bobby, for the very nice introduction. Yeah. Brothers, sisters, ladies and gentlemen, and all online friends, welcome to this morning's sharing. Before I share my talk, there are a few things I would like to mention. The first thing is I would like to thank BGF for organizing today's talk. Special thanks to Brother Bobby for inviting me. Also special thanks to Chi On, Chi Seng, Alex. There are people working behind the scene, providing technical support. I would like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to BGF because over the years, I've gained a lot of benefits from BGF activities such as the Incowa camps, effective speaking course, Dharma speaker training program, and so forth. Without BGF, I would not be who I am today. So very big thank you to BGF under the leadership of Dr. Vitavi. So that's the first thing. The second thing, today is also Mother's Day. So I wish to dedicate this talk to my mother. My mother is 72 years old. So I would like to dedicate this talk to my mom and all the mothers in the world, wishing all mothers be safe, be healthy, and be happy. So with that, let's dive in our talk. Let's give me a moment to activate my PowerPoint slides. Okay, so this is the talk I'm going to share with you. The title of the talk is called Kindfulness for Stress Reduction and Healing. I have a reminder before I move on with the talk. So I would like to remind everyone that this talk is not a replacement for professional treatment. So if you're on any medical treatment, surgical treatment, or psychiatric treatment, please continue with your treatment. Don't use whatever I'm sharing with you to replace your treatment, but you can use these exercises and the things that I share with you to complement your treatment. So with that, we'll start the talk. Many of you are aware that I'm a psychiatrist. So in my clinic, I have many patients with a condition which I call the semua sakit syndrome. So what does that mean? Semua means all, and sakit means pain. So it means pain all over the body. So you might be thinking, I'm a mind specialist. Why would people with pain all over the body come to me? Well, there are two reasons. The first reason is the pain is psychosomatic in nature. You see, our mind is very powerful. When the mind is stressed out, it can cause all sorts of physical symptoms in the body. And when I say all, I really mean all sorts of symptoms, from the top of the head to the bottom of the toes. Examples are headache, difficulty in breathing, neck ache, feeling like there's something stuck at the throat, chest tightness, heart palpitation, gastric pain, wind, urinary frequency, and so on. So semua sakit or pain all over the body. So that's the first reason why they come to me, because the pain is psychosomatic in nature. The second reason that they come to me is because they have gone to all the doctors in the hospital. They have done the doctor shopping in the medical center, and all the doctors tell them that there's nothing wrong with them physically. So they are told to go and see Dr. Bang because the pain is stress in nature. Yeah. So when they come over to me, what do I do? Of course, I will explain to them the nature of their pain, which is psychosomatic in the nature. It's because of the mind. I explain to me how the mind affects the body and the body affects the mind. And of course, for those with more severe condition, I'll prescribe them some medications to help to reduce their stress, anxiety, and depression. And after that, I will teach them the kindfulness-based exercises to help them to reduce stress and improve their physical and mental health. So what I'm going to share with you today are the 5 common exercises I teach in my clinic setting to help people to improve their physical and mental health. So whatever I'm sharing with you is based on the principles of kindfulness. That's why the title of this talk is Kindfulness for Stress Reduction and Healing. Before I teach you the exercises, we're going to have a lot of practical sessions afterwards. Let me share with you the history and the concept of kindfulness. The word kindfulness was actually coined by Venerable Ajahn Brahm. For those who do not know Ajahn Brahm, he's actually the abbot of the Bodhiana Monastery in Perth, Australia. He's also a Cambridge graduate and the disciple of the late Venerable Chancha. Yeah. So Ajahn Brahm is the one who coined the word kindfulness, and he coined this word to emphasize the importance of practicing mindfulness together with kindness. So mindfulness on itself is not enough. You need kindness. If you have mindfulness plus kindness, then the power for health, reducing stress for health and healing is more. Yeah, so this is a relatively very new word. You don't even see in dictionary, and probably some of you are hearing this term for the first time. So Ajahn Brahm has written a book on kindfulness. He has also given many talks with the title Kindfulness. And so this morning's talk, the title Kindfulness for Stress Reduction and Healing, is actually inspired by the work of Ajahn Brahm and the term that he coined, kindfulness. So let me explain a little bit more on kindfulness. So kindfulness is mindfulness plus kindness. And what is mindfulness? There are many definitions of mindfulness. In my training, I define mindfulness as remembering to pay attention to the present moment experience. And this present moment experience can be something external or something internal. External present moment experience includes what we see with our eyes or what we hear. And the internal present moment experience can be our thoughts, our feelings, and also our bodily sensation. So mindfulness is remembering to pay attention to the present moment experience, external and internal. And right mindfulness is actually part of the Noble Eightfold Path of the Buddha's teaching. In the contemporary world, through the pioneering work of Dr. John Kabat-Zinn, mindfulness has been integrated in modern medicine and psychotherapy to help people reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. And there will be a lot of scientific to support the effectiveness of mindfulness for physical and mental health. So that is a little bit of introductions of mindfulness. Now we go to kindness. Yeah. So I've talked about mindfulness. So I'll talk a little bit on the kindness. Kindness means compassion. Kindness means loving kindness. Kindness means being gentle, be graceful, be loving. Yeah. So the mindfulness based therapists like me and and the therapists all over the world, we have come to the same conclusion like what Ajahn Brahm has mentioned. Mindfulness itself is good, but if you want it to be even better, we need to add at the element of kindness. That's why we have a new term called kindfulness, which is mindfulness plus kindness. And some people refer to this kindfulness as the super mindfulness, or the more advanced and more state-of-the-art form of mindfulness. Let me help you to consolidate your understanding of kindfulness a little bit more by telling you a little story. The name of the story is The Emperors with Three Questions. So once upon a time, there was an emperor, and he figured out that if he wants to be the best emperor of the world, he needs to have these three questions answered. So what are these three questions? The first question is, when is the most important time? The second question is, who is the most important person? And the third question is, what is the most important thing to do? Yeah, so let us help the emperor to answer these three questions. When is the most important time? So from mindfulness perspective, the most important time is now, the present moment, here and now. Who is the most important person? The most important person is the person we are with now. So from an interpersonal point of view, when we are relating to people, as you are relating to me now, as you're online, then I'll be the most important person to you. That's from an interpersonal relationship point of view. But if we apply mindfulness for health and healing, then we are dealing more of a relationship with ourselves, the intrapersonal relationship. So when we relate to ourselves, the most important person is actually myself, my mind and body. And what is the most important thing to do? The most important thing to do is to care for the person we are with now. And from a personal health and healing point of view, as caring for ourselves, our mind and body. Yeah. So when is the most important time? Now. Who is the most important person? The person we are with now. For health and healing now, the person is actually ourself, mind, body. And the most important thing is to care for ourselves, our mind, our body. Yeah. So that's also another way of explaining kindness. Okay, so these are the 5 exercises I'll be sharing with you. So I'll give you a preview before I go into the details. The first exercise is called Kindful Body Stretching. This is very good for relaxing the body and relieving body aches. The second exercise is Kindful Breathing. This is very good for calming the mind. And the third one is Butterfly Hug. This is useful for relieving fear, worries, and traumatic memories. The fourth exercise is Kindful Healing Hand. This is good for physical pain, which are psychosomatic in nature. And the last exercise is called Kindful Body Scan. This is very good for helping us to have good sleep. Yeah, so we go through all this together. I would like to remind everyone here that whatever I'm sharing with you is actually based on the ancient spiritual wisdom plus personal experience, and also my professional clinical experience. Whatever I'm sharing with you, the exercises, they're actually supported by a lot of science. I don't have the time to go through all the scientific studies, but just to share with you a piece of the scientific information here related to mindfulness and the amygdala. If you look at this structure, this image here, the animation, you will see that there are 2 red-colored structures in our brain. They are at the size of the size is like an almond shape, thumb size and the almond shape, and these are known as the amygdala. Okay? Amygdala is the anger and anxiety of the brain, and several neuroscientific studies have shown that actually mindfulness practice can reduce the amygdala activity. In other words, mindfulness or kindfulness, one more advanced form of mindfulness, can help us to relax and help us to feel at peace. Yeah.